Hello and welcome to Michael's Minty Music for this Wednesday. We are going over Staying at Tamara's by George Ezra from 2018. This is a track list, 11 tracks, with one featuring, mostly written by George Ezra himself. And these are the tracks I added to my playlist, so all of them except for one. Um, and that's because the album is pretty good. The singles were Don't Matter Now and Paradise, and the big hit off this album was Shotgun. That's the one that went internationally. I think some of these other tracks did pretty well over in Europe, but George Ezra's not really hit it big. Well, he's had like one track from each of his album come over to the US. And then my favorite track of this album is definitely Pretty Shining People, the first track. Um, it's real good. Uh, and honestly, this album as a whole is really good. Basically, all the songs are good. Even this one I didn't add to my playlist. I've sort of come around to it in time. Um, it's still I still think it's pretty good after listening to it for a while. But when I first heard it, I didn't think it was good. But all the other ones are all great. The Beautiful Dream is a great song to end it on. The album sort of goes fast for the first half and then slows down a little bit, but it doesn't slow down so much that you are bored anymore. Because like this one, Pretty Shining People is pretty fast. Don't Matter Now and Get Away are sort of medium. Shotgun is a medium. Paradise is fast. And then here we get into the slow. All My Love, Hold My Girl, and these two are both slow. And then these ones, Sugarcoat and Savior, are sort of more medium. But the album as a whole, it just flows together real nicely and works real well. You won't get bored listening to this album, and it helps that all the songs are good. In terms of George Ezra albums, I do think this is his best one, better than his debut album and the recent album that he released this year. Um, it's a more streamlined, more focused version of his first album, I feel, but it's also got some interesting new stuff. It's not just the same stuff as his first album. It's got a lot more upbeat, good songs that I think. In terms of this is my favorite album from 2018, but it only beats out. I've only listened to two albums from 2018. It beats out Origins by Imagine Dragons, because Origins is not. It's pretty good, but it's not a super good Imagine Dragons album in terms of quality. It sounds mostly like Evolve rejects from their 2017 album. Evolve is really good, and this sounds like all the tracks that they couldn't fit onto that one. So that's why Staying at Tomorrow's is better than Origins. All right, so the Minty Music Bracket will end this Friday. Don't forget to vote. You will be sad when I spend, like 2 months on whichever artist wins and you didn't vote. So go vote on it. Links in the description. We are going to see which of these two bands, Maroon 5 versus Guns N' Roses, I will listen to. So you'll want to have your voice in there. And then next up is Octotune, the soundtrack for the Octo Expansion for Splatoon 2. So that'll be on Sunday.